The lights in the News 8 studio never flickered. That's what Shiela Geathers noticed first. In 32 years with the NYPD, lights always flickered. Street lamps buzzing over crime scenes, hallway bulbs stuttering in old buildings, patrol lights slicing through darkness in uneven bursts. But here, everything was steady, controlled, predictable. Retirement had introduced her to that kind of stillness. No calls in the middle of the night, no radios crackling, no names handed to her that would become bodies before sunrise. 380 cases. That's what they said now. A number that made it sound finished. But sitting under those studio lights, she knew the truth she never said out loud. You don't retire from the cases. You just stop being able to do anything about them. Some faded, some blurred, but a few stayed sharp. Too sharp. This was one of them.
Good evening. Welcome back to News 8. Tonight, we are joined again by retired NYPD Detective Shiela Geathers, 32 years on the force, 380 cases solved. Detective, please, tell us about the case.
Thank you, Leonard. I appreciate you having me back. Every case has a life of its own. This case was no different. It started in the Bowery, winter, after midnight. There's a kind of cold in this city that doesn't just touch your skin, it gets into structure, into pavement, into brick. It lingers in places where people already feel forgotten. That's where this began. Not with noise, not with panic, but with absence. 2 men, behind dumpsters, placed, not hidden. And when I say that, I want you to understand something. Placement is deliberate. It means the person responsible cared about where those bodies ended up, even after everything else was done. Both victims were homeless, both stabbed, too many times. But it wasn't wild, it wasn't chaotic. It didn't spiral, it stayed controlled. Every wound felt like it followed something. Not emotion, not impulse, a pattern. When you see that, you stop thinking about anger. You start thinking about intention. Their pockets were turned out, nothing missing, no money taken, no belongings disturbed beyond that one act. Checking. And that tells you something that people don't always catch. He wasn't taking, he was assessing. That's different, because taking is about gain. Assessing is about judgment. And judgment implies something far more dangerous, a standard. Witnesses didn't help the way you'd expect. One heard something metallic dragging across pavement. Another described a man standing still. Too still, not moving, just present. And another insisted nothing happened at all. That kind of contradiction, it sounds like confusion, but it isn't. It's fragmentation. And fragmentation happens when someone understands how to disappear in plain sight. Not by running, not by hiding, but by doing just enough, and no more. Standing over those 2 men, I didn't feel confusion. I felt something missing. It didn't feel finished. And that's the part I want you to focus on. Because most people think 2 bodies is an ending. But sometimes, it's only the beginning of something that hasn't revealed itself yet. There was no message, no escalation, no obvious motive, just repetition, control, absence. And when those 3 things sit together like that, it means one thing. Whoever did it isn't done. And when you feel that, you don't ignore it. Because instinct like that doesn't come from nowhere. It comes from seeing what happens when you're right too late. I stayed longer at that scene than I needed to. Not because I was searching for evidence, but because something in me already understood. This wasn't over. It was waiting.
Detective, when did you realize that waiting was about to end?
When the third body appeared and showed us this wasn't random, it was something much worse.